welcome to the stage the chair of this year's Achieving Dreams Steering Committee and the CEO of Allina Health, Lisa Shannon.
All right. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. We are thrilled to have so many of you here. A lot of familiar faces are in this crowd and some new ones. To anybody who's new here, my deepest welcome. We're so glad to have you. You are going to love this morning's program. You're going to love the energy, and you are going to walk away inspired. I have absolutely no doubt about it. First and foremost, I want to express my deepest gratitude to our presenting sponsors, Marsden Services and Mortenson. I know it goes without saying, but truly your unwavering support is what makes this breakfast possible and makes so many other services possible between our gatherings that we have for these breakfasts. So deep, deep gratitude to you. I also want to acknowledge my fellow committee members who have shown completely extraordinary dedication to this effort. So if you're here, it's not in the script, but I'm going to ask you to stand up. Russ Becker from API Group, if you're here. Brian Murray from Ryan Companies. And last year's celebrated community leader, Guy Mingo from Marsden. I know Guy wasn't able to be with us here. And also Todd Polam from SRF. How about a round of applause for all of them? You know, your collaboration and commitment to what we are doing here today and throughout the year has made just a tremendous difference, and I thank all of you for it. And a very special thanks as I look out and see Jeanne Crain, my co-chair from last year and this year's award recipient of the Celebrated Community Leader. Jeanne, you have been personally inspiring to me and so many in this room. Thank you. So Allina Health is a proud partner with Avivo. And as I think about the intersection of what we do and what this amazing organization does, it is really an honor to be here and to not only represent Allina Health, but this amazing program, this amazing mission to house the unsheltered, to care for mental health and addiction, to support chronically ill in our community. What could be more important? As I think about the partnership that we have together with Minnesota's Healthier Communities Collaborative, we serve and others serve 18,000 Twin City recipients for mental health and addiction care. Being able to provide screening through our case managers and referrals into this important program helps those that might not have options, that can't see a way forward, to see a different path, to be and to receive intervention at their most vulnerable times. And I bet every one of us in this room has been personally touched in our family or friends of somebody struggling with either being unhoused, with mental health, with addiction, or chronic mental illness, or chronic illnesses of any kind. To be able to prevent unnecessary emergency department visits, unnecessary hospital admissions is often the difference of helping these individuals have a brighter future forward. And I'm just so grateful for our partnership and our collaboration. Thank you to the entire team, and thank you to everybody who's gathered here today. This partnership does tremendous things in our community, and this breakfast and your participation in it is also part of what helps us care for so many in our community. So on a lighter note, I've been given some additional instructions. First and foremost, in your name badge, you have a ticket that tells your server what you have signed up for. Please take that out and put it at your place setting so we're sure to get you the correct breakfast here today. Now, on a lighter note as well, today's Halloween. So I'm promising no tricks, only treats. And with your program, and later we're going to talk about the QRL code we can make some magic happen together. Before we enjoy breakfast, though, I do want to have the pleasure of introducing Joy Nguyen. She is the Director of Community Engagement and Outreach and one of our presenting sponsor with Marsden Services to share a few words. Joy, please join me.
Good morning. You all made it. Congratulations. This is Minnesota. I gotta love it. I am deeply honored to represent Marsden as a co-presenting sponsor. Now, every time I attend one of these community events, I feel more and more like it's becoming a reunion. Do you? Right? We're surrounded by friends, we're catching up on life, and all the great work everybody's doing. I'm truly honored to make so many meaningful connections at these events. You truly make my work much more enjoyable. Thank you for being here. So my personal journey greatly influences my passion for this work. Growing up as a refugee in Canada, some of you might have already caught my accent, eh? I faced many challenges, including poverty and language barriers. These struggles, though, shaped who I am and instilled in me a desire to give back. Marsden shares this commitment. Established in 1952, Marsden Services offers comprehensive facility services to clients nationwide. We provide high-quality professional services, including janitorial, security, mechanical, and facility services. At Marsden, we aim to create cleaner, safer, healthier workplaces daily, contributing to healthier and more equitable communities. We are proud to partner with Avivo. This partnership allows us to make an impact beyond our core services, directly supporting the well-being of individuals and their path to long-term success. We're also very proud of our President and CEO, Guy Mingo, who was awarded last year's Changemaker Community Leader Award. Our long-standing partnership with Avivo represents our commitment to making a positive impact. We actively participate on their board, thank you, Damon, Business Partner Council, volunteer our time, and support the Institute of Career and Technical Education training programs. Recently, we onboarded 3 interns with the goal of hiring them as permanent employees, which is super exciting. That's a milestone for us, going in the internship direction. And so growing up, I was very fortunate to encounter people and organizations just like yourselves who gave me opportunities despite the obstacles that I faced. At Marsden, we strive to be that bridge for others. But there's much more to do. Wouldn't you agree? And we need everybody's involvement. I encourage you to continue to support Avivo in its mission to create positive change. Thank you, and thank you for your friendship.
Joy, I love that. Thank you for your friendship. We're gathered today with many, many friends making a huge difference for others. We are going to resume the program after breakfast. Please enjoy your table and conversation, and we'll be right back with you. Thank you.
Please welcome to the stage Avivo's President and CEO, Kelly Matter.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Halloween. I'm pleased to see that you all are owning your costumes as philanthropists. Thank you very much. It really is wonderful to see all of you today joining us for Avivo's annual Achieving Dreams breakfast. What I know is that this room is filled with people who care deeply about the work that Avivo does. And I'm grateful to be surrounded by all of you, dedicated supporters. Your presence here speaks volumes about the power of community and all of our shared commitment to making a difference. Thank you for being in this work with Avivo. I want to start by echoing Lisa's thanks to our presenting sponsors, Marsden Services and Mortenson, and I want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. Our breakfast started out in a better place than we've been before, so thank you. We truly could not achieve the results without the support of our breakfast committee and all of our sponsors. You heard in the video, but the work that Avivo does addresses our community's most urgent needs: ending homelessness, providing job training and career education, supporting mental health and substance use recovery, and connecting people to employment. Avivo is not just providing good-hearted intentional services. We are changing lives and building stronger, more resilient communities for everyone in our community. I want to share some of the successes, just a few of the successes that we've celebrated over the past year. You heard about Avivo Village. Avivo Village in the North Loop remains a beacon of hope for so many individuals, including permanent housing for 250 people. 250 people. Really, it's still only 249, but I think we'll get them over the hump today. But 249 people who were previously sleeping outside now have a permanent residence to take that next step from. Because of our success in the North Loop, we've been invited by the City of St. Cloud to build and operate an Avivo Village in St. Cloud in 2025, expanding this innovative model to a new community. Thank you. And we're going to need a lot of support to get that done as well. As stated just this week by Minneapolis City Council member Chavez, if you can move someone into a tiny home with services, with mental health support, addiction services, an opportunity to have a job, and a place to sleep at night, the likelihood that they're going to move into a permanent place and be stable has increased. That model works. Let's do more of that in the city of Minneapolis. We agree. Until there's no one sleeping outside in our state, let's do more of that in Minneapolis and beyond. Thank you, thank you. We're also thrilled to share a small part of ending veterans' homelessness in Hennepin County. I hope you all read about it, but Hennepin County has officially ended veterans' homelessness, and Avivo played a role in that with helping 40 veterans move from Avivo Village into permanent housing, a critical victory in our efforts to ensure that no one is unhoused that has served our country. On the workforce front, you heard a little bit about it from Joy. Marsden has been an amazing partner for decades. We have a partnership with Xcel Energy through the Deed Power Up program. We are offering construction training, changing lives, and helping people move into jobs in the construction trades. And we just graduated 12 individuals from our HVAC training program, all with jobs at living wages. Some may be going into an internship with one of our favorite partners, and other partners in the room have hired these graduates. We thank you for our partnerships. We are committed to helping your business be successful with the training that we provide people as well. And we've all read about and maybe seen firsthand what opioids are doing in our community. We've supported almost 2,000 people in the last year move into recovery programming and embark on a path to recovery when it's never been harder. What fentanyl is doing to our communities is heartbreaking, honestly. But 2,000 people took that step and entered our recovery programs paired with housing and health services and supporting full families. It is a testament to what is possible when we come together to offer people hope and support. The level of impact that Avivo is having is only possible because of the generosity of people like you, our corporate partners, our sponsors, our volunteers, individual donors. It all makes a difference. So as you consider your support today, I promise that there is not another organization that is having the impact in our communities that Avivo is having. And I also encourage you to put a face and name to the lives that you're changing. People moving from crisis to stability, from unemployment to careers, from despair to hope. At your tables are the stories of Amber, Bianca, Stephen, and Teresa. Each represents a hard-won celebration of resiliency and the power that your support has in helping moms, dads, brothers, and sisters on the way to achieving their dreams. Thank you all so much for being here, for believing in Avivo, and for helping us build a brighter future for those who really, really need us the most. Together, we are achieving dreams, and I'm just so very grateful for all of you. Thank you. And now, please, don't talk amongst yourself. Please direct your attention to the screens as we announce this year's celebrated community leader.
Jeanne Crain is a force for good, whether in the boardroom, out in the community, or here at Avivo. As president and CEO of Bremer Bank, Minnesota's own $16 billion financial services organization, Jeanne has spent her career helping communities thrive. But for the past 4 years, she's also been doing something just as extraordinary. Jeanne has served as the chair of Avivo's Achieving Dreams Steering Committee, leading a group of local CEOs and executives to raise hundreds of thousands of dollars to support our mission.
It's really a lot about their unique approach of how they serve individuals, how they pair housing, recovery, education, employment services, how they all pull that together to find pathways for success for individuals in our communities who really need it and really have an opportunity for economic advancement.
Jeanne's evenings and weekends are often spent rallying support, sending emails, and advocating for the people Avivo serves. Her unwavering belief in Avivo's mission has helped elevate our biggest fundraising event, the Achieving Dreams Breakfast, to new heights. Her volunteer impact goes well beyond Avivo. As an active volunteer and community leader, Jeanne serves on the board of the Allina Corporation, the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, the YMCA of the North, the St. Paul Downtown Alliance, and Minnesota Business Partnership. Today, we honor Jeanne, not just for her accomplishments as a business leader, but for her heart. Her commitment to making a lasting impact on individuals, families, and communities is why she is this year's recipient of Avivo's Celebrated Leader Award.
I could not think of a better way to describe Jeanne Crain than power for good. Would everyone agree? Jeanne, you exemplify what it means to be a celebrated community leader in power for good, making a difference in our community. You're one of my favorite people. Avivo would not have the success that we're having without you, and we've been waiting a long time to recognize you as our celebrated community leader. Please join me in welcoming Jeanne Crain to the stage.
Good morning, everyone. Gosh, I am truly honored to receive this recognition from what I regard as just an amazingly special organization. You know, we just saw that video of all that Avivo does and why they do it. So I stand here today feeling especially grateful and in many ways blessed. And blessed not only because of where I am today in life, but really because of the lifelong support that I've had and the opportunities that I've had to help me get to where I am. But I also recognize not everyone starts from that same place or with the same resources or support. And I think that truly it is important to acknowledge this disparity and for all of us to regard that as a vital part of the work we do in community. So I know how lucky I am to not have a personal story to tell about overcoming hardships like homelessness or addiction or access to education or employment, but the life stories of those who have overcome those challenges, I've always found just especially inspiring. So I accept this award and celebrate and amplify Avivo's incredible work. This is an organization that has long time been a beacon of hope in our community. It's an organization that makes lifelong impact to people who have had to tackle some really extraordinary obstacles. And many of those journeys have been shaped by circumstances that people didn't choose, but they did have to navigate along the way. So their resilience, their strength, and their determination, I find nothing short of inspiring. You know, we all need support in every ways throughout our life, and it depends on the ebbs and flows of life in terms of how you need that support. Just yesterday, I had an incredible moment of support from members of my management team, and I always have incredible support every day from my husband. But I do know what I find about Avivo's compelling work is that some of us have what we need, easy access to, kind of right at our fingertips. But there's so many members of our community that don't have that. You know, they're really faced to look at climbing a mountain almost with their bare hands. And when Avivo says that everyone deserves a chance to live well and work well, I am compelled to help advocate for a world where more people can access that support and the opportunities that every one of us deserve. Addressing these causes of disparity and undoing racism and creating pathways to equity, it's really complex and challenging work, but that work is essential, and it aligns with my sense of community, as well as my organizations, as well as Bremer's. Avivo changes the lives of so many, and in that process of their work, they uplift communities. And that's something very near and dear to my heart, because central to Bremer's purpose is cultivating thriving communities. What I really know is that being blessed doesn't mean turning a blind eye to others' struggles. It means having the privilege, it means having the responsibility to create change where I can listen, I can learn, and I can try to make a small difference in ways that Avivo provides to me. I'd like to end by expressing my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to Kelly and the entire Avivo team for the challenging work that you do every day. Your work and your leadership are inspiring. And thanks to everyone for being here today. For my Bremer colleagues, thank you for being here. For Tim Coker, who is on the Avivo board. It's really exciting to know that I think that we're all here today because we all know the reality is it takes the entire community, just as Joy said. We have to work together to lift everyone up, to give everyone a chance to live well and work well. Thank you so much.
I was born into addiction and stuff like that. My mom tried really hard to raise us a little different, but she was an alcoholic and we didn't know anything else. I was literally in the tent encampment that was across the street right here. And I'm very faith driven, and I just was praying to God one day, like, just, take me out of this trouble that I'm getting into. I kept on going to jail. I kept on getting more into the addiction of meth and that street life. That just wasn't no good. April 6th of 2019, I got arrested, and I literally wanted to be arrested. I had the option of different places to go, and I was like, I want to go to Avivo.
Avivo is proud to welcome Candy to the Achieving Dreams stage. Please welcome Candy.
Hello, everyone. So, wow, that video, for real. I've definitely come a long way. I already said good morning, everybody. They wrote me a script, so. I'm excited to be here and share why Avivo is such an amazing place. When I think about where I am in my life now versus where I was before, I came to Avivo, as you saw in that video. So much has changed. My life is completely different. I've gone from dealing drugs and homelessness to going out and doing ministry and living in a nice apartment. Back then, my addiction just spiraled. I went to treatment 7 different times before I got sober. Every time I went to treatment, I didn't do it with my faith. I did it on my own. Then, of course, I would go back to the same people, places, and things. That's what led me to living in Minneapolis' largest homelessness encampment in 2018, known as the Wall of Forgotten Natives. Sorry. I was living unsheltered next to a busy highway. That was also how I first met Avivo staff. When the people from Avivo came to me, they just showed me love. They came to me and talked about Avivo's housing, treatment options, and after all that, I went to Avivo and entered the treatment program, which is amazing. I will say that. They teach you a lot of skills and things to do. I don't even know where I'd be without Avivo. I'd have been stuck. While I was working on my recovery, Avivo staff worked to find me permanent housing. I was also working on creating a new path forward, ministry and volunteerism. My case manager helped me to secure a safe, affordable apartment. Believe it or not, that apartment overlooks the area where the encampment I lived in 2018 was. So I often look at that and think about my journey. Avivo also made sure when I moved in, I had supplies and all the things like that. In the process, I was able to get medical appointments, therapy, which got me healthy and better. Today, I still visit encampments and do outreach locally and in the reservations and teach at Teen Challenge Leadership Institute, TCLI. And these are the same people that I've been out there with on the streets for many years. They're still my family. And now I've gone from living in the encampments to associate pastor, full-time ministry for Pain Reliever Church and Eastgate Ministries in East St. Paul. I've graduated with an associate's degree in pastoral and church leadership. Last year I got licensed to be a pastor, and I just renewed it recently from Christ for the Nations. And just over a year from now, I'll be ordained. Everybody in my apartment sees me as, they say, that church lady. Believe it or not, yeah. I had no idea life could be that good. This is better than I expected. I honestly didn't believe I could stay sober. That's truth, so true. Many of us have been out there all of our lives, don't know how to live. Avivo has some great programs to help with that. Looking ahead, I'm going to be doing a lot more missions and evangelism, pursuing ministry. I'm going to take some business courses, so if I ever do own my own ministry, that I can do that. I've also heard good things about Avivo's career education, career counselors, and hoping to someday use those options from that to grow professionally. Make up my own words, sorry. I want to do more of it. I want to reach out to people stuck in those holes and help them, lead them out of them. I hope that you can help others to have the same story success I was able to share today by supporting Avivo. Thank you.
Wow, Candy, we are so proud of you. How about another round of applause? This is why we are all here. This is the work of Avivo. This is what we all get to participate in for our communities, for those that we know and those that we don't know. We are so proud of you to have the courage to change your life and the courage to speak to all of us. Truly inspiring. I get the pleasure now of introducing Brian Murray, CEO of Ryan Companies. And as many of you know who've been longtime friends at this breakfast, Brian's been on our Achieving Dreams Breakfast Committee for 5 years. His work to bring corporate sponsors in, many of you, and thank you all for your support and contributions, has helped shape our ability to serve so many in our communities. Brian has another reason for recognition among many, and that is the work that he is leading to provide intervention and care for construction workers with opioid addiction or other addictions. He's going to tell us more about that, and we're so proud of your work and grateful that you are here. Welcome, Brian.
Good morning, and thanks again for braving the rain and being here for this support of this amazing organization, and thank you, Lisa, for your kind words. 5 years ago, Jeanne Crain reached out to me and introduced me to this organization and invited me to be part of this committee to help raise money for the amazing work that we've heard about here today. And through Jeanne's strong leadership, Bremer Bank has had a significant impact in our Twin Cities community, focused on creating housing for unhoused citizens. Congratulations, Jeanne, for this well-deserved recognition, and thank you and Peter for the amazing passion, commitment, and dedication you have to enrich the lives of so many people. You are the power for good. As Bruce mentioned, there's a commonality between Ryan Companies and Avivo, and it's that we practice proactive measures to address mental health and opioid addiction, issues that are a high risk in the construction industry. And Avivo's comprehensive addiction recovery and housing strategies in the face of the opioid crisis, there's a path between corporate America and the work that the nonprofits do in this organization, especially Avivo. The construction industry has historically been very great at taking care of the physical health and well-being of all the construction workers on a job site. But it's only been recently that our industry has realized that there are significant issues with mental health and the need to address them with construction workers. Sadly, the construction industry has one of the highest rates of suicide of all industries. And there's a high risk of opioid addiction because of the injuries that are so painful that construction workers might endure. And I'm proud to say that Ryan Companies has taken a leadership role in the last few years of focusing on these two significant risks in the construction industry to support our workers and all of the partners that build buildings with us. We provide access to Narcan, the opioid reversal medicine, on all of our job sites and in all of our offices. And we have trained all of our team members to identify the symptoms of someone that might be having an opioid overdose so that they could administer Narcan. We also have significant mental health awareness training and tools for our team members so that they can help identify some of the symptoms that other team members might be experiencing and hopefully help them get some help for depression or anxiety or other challenges that they might be experiencing mentally. Avivo does similar work for the 15,000 Minnesotans it annually services who desire temporary housing, who need mental health care services, may be at risk for opioid addiction, and want assistance finding permanent housing. Ryan is proud to partner with Avivo to help do this important work. And Avivo's work can best be described in the following 4 key areas. You saw them in the video today. You best heard them in what Candy just shared. The first is housing. Avivo plays a critical role in housing individuals who are unsheltered. The 100 homes of the Avivo Village provide low-barrier transitional living and wraparound services that support stability and permanent housing outcomes. If you have a chance, go to the website and take a look at the amazing 3-minute video that actually will walk you into the amazing community in North Minneapolis where these 100 tiny homes are. Avivo has helped over 1,700 people get connected to housing and avoid living unsheltered. The second key area is recovery services. Avivo provides robust recovery services for those dealing with addiction and mental health care challenges. This includes the integration of harm reduction strategies and the addition of harm reduction navigators, specifically serving communities disproportionately affected by the opioid crisis. Over 2,000 people are served annually by Avivo in this capacity. The third is workforce development. You heard Kelly talk about this. Avivo's career education and employment services not only equip individuals for success in the workforce, but also meet the needs of Minnesota employers. Avivo plays an important role in filling vital gaps in the labor market, particularly through targeted programs like HVAC, training programs in partnership with Centerpoint Energy. And the fourth key focus area is having an economic impact. Avivo plays a significant role in moving individuals off public assistance and into gainful employment across 8 Minnesota counties, transforming their lives and enhancing the economic health of the entire community. Avivo is having the largest impact of any nonprofit in Minnesota doing this important work. Anything that I have to say today can't top what we just heard from what Candy shared and her amazing story. And Candy, there'll be many of us cheering for you in a year when you get ordained and the impact that you're going to have on so many people that are experiencing many of the things that you experienced before. And I can't imagine what it's like looking out your apartment window into the space where you used to live. I got to believe that's got to be inspiring and help motivates you for the amazing work that you are now doing. So thank you for your courage to be here and to share today. So you all know you didn't come here to get entertained. You came here to raise money and to support the amazing work of Avivo. On your table is a QR code on the center on the plastic little stands, and you also on the back of your name tag is a QR code. And so take that out if you'd like, and that's why we're all here. Supporting Avivo will help extend Avivo's capacity to combat the opioid crisis, to support Minnesota's workforce, and to ensure comprehensive care and housing services are accessible to those individuals most in need. Please take a moment now to give this serious consideration and be part of the amazing work that the people at Avivo do for those in need in Minnesota. I want to thank you for being here today and for being part of the mission of Avivo. We all have a shared commitment to build a healthier, more stable community and to invest in a future where everyone has the opportunity to live and to work well. I want to invite Kelly and Lisa back up to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you again on behalf of Avivo and everyone that we serve from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you.
I can't say it any better. I know you've had a lot of appreciation this morning. This work really matters. We are making a tremendous difference in a community that needs us to make this difference. Please keep that QR code handy. Please be generous with your support. and please, we'll see you next year at this breakfast again. Thank you all. Have a safe day.